Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Leah, tell them where we are.
We're in Bremen, Alabama at E.G.'s BBQ.
E.G.'s BBQ, you know me, you know I'm all about that Q. We're about a half hour away from our town. We're just a little bit outside of Dodge City, Alabama. I've been seeing a lot of posts on some of my Facebook threads about this place, and they've been all positive. So you know me, I've got to check it out for myself. We're going to go inside and see if it's all about what they say it's all about. I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm just so ready.
Are you guys ready? We're going to see you guys inside. Don't go away.
We just sat down and we got our food in minutes after we sat down. So that was a blast. They came out very, very fast and very hot. So I'm going to show you what I got for the barbecue place, but I didn't get ribs. I got brisket. Let me tell you, this brisket looks so juicy.
Those are big pieces.
Looks like, oh my gosh, there's so much. There's at least three. Look at that juice. A lot of brisket.
Yeah, a lot of brisket.
Juice
that looks really good, yeah.
And I got baked beans and potato salad. Now, the potato salad is served warm. Typically here is served warm. I don't think I've ever had warm potato salad.
But you can get it cold if you prefer to get it cold.
So I'm gonna give it a shot and we're gonna see how this is. It is warm. I did touch it.
It's the first time she's trying it. It's a whole different concept eating it warm, I'm sure.
I mean, it's just warm. But the flavor is very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And the baked beans?
It's a mustard base.
It is a mustard base, yeah, I did see that. The baked beans?
Looks like there's meat in the beans.
Probably pork.
Now they do make all their sides in-house.
They do, yes, they do. Are they good?
These are really good.
Yeah, I had a bite of yours before I ordered my food, and they were good.
They're very hot, which is a plus.
Yes.
All right.
Now
for the money.
The money.
The money. We'll do a little piece.
It looks like it's
There we go. Oh.
Wow, it's very tender. Very tender.
Our flavor is really good.
Yeah. It's very tender. Now I'm sure everybody is waiting in anticipation to see what I got.
No.
And you're not gonna have any clue as what I got, right?
Nope.
All right. Let's check it out and don't go away.
Okay.
So before I show you my ribs, they brought me out a sample of something else. I'm going to show you what that is. So let's look at this. This is the pork belly. That's a piece of the pork belly that they have. Look at that.
I love pork belly.
Look at that. I know you do. I know you do. We're going to try this and see how this is. All right. It looks beautiful, does it not?
It does.
Does it look beautiful?
Yes.
I'm going to do it without sauce. I'm going to do it the way it comes out. Now they do have a red sauce, and we'll check that out in a minute. But let's try a bite of this just to see how this tastes.
But pork belly doesn't need sauce. Yeah, I'm sure it's really good.
Yeah, it's so tender. The seasonings, the smokiness is just amazing on this pork belly. It is very good. Let's go to, let's do this. They have one more thing they're going to bring out for me. They haven't brought it out yet. They're going to bring it out in just a second, and then I'll go ahead and I'll do the whole meal that I got. So don't go away. I'll be right back.
When they brought out the pork belly, I said, oh, I'm so jealous. I love pork belly. And he said the best thing on the menu, favorite item, is the pork belly taco. So he went back and made me a pork belly taco. And here it is. So we have pork belly, pickled onions, and coleslaw on a flour tortilla with some barbecue sauce. So now
It has sauce on it? It does have sauce on it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to try that?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to dig in?
I love pork belly.
I know you were jealous when you brought me out some, so I know.
But I did have some.
Yeah. So. Well. Is it good?
Yeah, the sauce. Oh,
Is the sauce good?
Yeah.
I have not tried the sauce yet.
The sauce is
I
very
have not
good.
tried the sauce yet. So how's the taco though?
It's very,
He said it's one of their best sellers, right?
Yeah, it's very good.
And you know that's why. Okay. All right.
So we have more for you, so don't go away.
So before I show you the main course, I want to show you the sides that I picked out. Now they brought out, I ordered mac and cheese, and it wasn't ready yet. So they brought me out some loaded mashed potatoes to get me started. So I haven't tried them yet. I'm going to try them out. It looks like they're scallions. It looks like cheese. It looks like some sour cream, which I will avoid. And then it looks like probably their barbecue sauce, I'm assuming, right?
And their
It's
sauce.
It's probably going to be the barbecue sauce. I have not tried the sauce yet, so if this is their sauce, it'll be my first time trying it. But we're going to try these first and see how these are.
And everything is made in the house, so I'm sure the potatoes are fresh.
Potatoes are very fluffy.
What do you think of the sauce?
On the potatoes, it tastes kind of interesting. I'm going to try it. I want to try it on the meat. But this is the mash. This is the loaded mash. Now, my second side is coleslaw, which looks a lot like KFC. I know it's not KFC coleslaw because they do all their own sides in house, but it has the same, looks like the same texture as KFC, and I'm a big KFC fan. But let's see how it tastes.
It's like a good texture, finely chopped, everything's fresh.
Very creamy. It has a little tang to it. I'm not quite sure what that is. It does have a little tang to it, but this is very, very good coleslaw.
Maybe a little vinegar.
Maybe, could be, yeah. And then my third side. This is what I was waiting for, is the mac and cheese. Now look at that. This just came out of the oven. It's still very hot because it's running my fingers just holding it.
Yeah.
And I can see the steam coming out of that. But I can already tell this is going to be really good. Can you see the steam?
Yeah.
We're going to try this and see how this is and see if they can be 3 for 3.
It's very cheesy, very hot, very good. I'm sure it's.
It is very good. It's actually, unfortunately, right now it's a little hot. I can't really enjoy it thoroughly because I'm trying to get it away from my tongue, and because I'm going to let that cool down.
Yeah.
But from what I can tell, the mac and cheese is really very good. So in my opinion, all 3 of the sides were out of the park. Now it's time for the main course. Now what I ordered was a full rack of the ribs. And I want to show you these ribs. They come in a metal, or I should say an aluminum tray. Look at these, and I'm going to unveil them to you. See the aluminum tray? We're going to open these up. This is the full rack. Look at that. That is the full rack of ribs.
That's like.
These are almost like Fred Flintstone ribs, I think.
That's insane.
They are spare ribs. They do use spare ribs here. And they smell really good. I'm going to pull this. I want to see if it comes off. See how it comes off. Little tug, but you know, for me, I'm okay with that. I'm going to try it without the sauce.
That steam. I'm just speechless. It's so many ribs. A huge tray.
I think I have enough for a couple meals, right?
Yeah, you might have to share.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but we're gonna the piece of meat off. So that did come off. That did come off pretty nicely. I'm going to try the sauce. Start with the sauce because you bragging about the sauce. It is a red sauce, and they do make it in house. Comes in a nice little bottle.
Cheese bottle.
I'm gonna try it with the sauce and see how that tastes. All right.
Yeah, I have to try. They make an Alabama white sauce also. I have to try that in my brisket.
Okay, so the sauce.
What do you think?
I think it was like you were earlier. It was, I think you used the word speechless.
Yeah.
The sauce is amazing. The ribs are cooked really, really well, seasoned very well, smoked very well. The sauce just takes that flavor and sets it right up on top. I'm gonna eat a little bit more. We'll try to get back to you in just a few moments, all right? Don't go away. We've eaten quite a bit. We're gonna pack up quite a bit. And we're gonna get together with you guys out in the car and do some final thoughts. Now, it might take me a minute to get out there because I'm kind of full right now. But we'll see you back out in the car. We'll tell you some more things, all right? Don't go away. All right, guys, we are back in the car. Final thoughts on E.G.'s Barbecue here in Bremen, Alabama. Was directed here by a lot of people on Facebook. We're talking about this place, and it was just all amazing reviews. And you know, if you know me, you know I'm all about that barbecue. I don't mind driving a little ways to get some good barbecue. So we're going to tell you what we thought, and I'm going to let Leah go first.
Okay. So I ordered the brisket plate, which came in 2 sides, and the sides I got were warm potato salad, which was different. It wasn't bad. It was just different. It was cold. And baked beans. Baked beans that have pork in them. They were very good. Very good. They were really hot. They were very good. The brisket was the money because all that juice and that brisket, you can see in the video. When I picked it up, all the juice that was there, even when you opened it, it was just nice and juicy, and it was tender. It was very good. I did no sauce the first time around. Then I tried the red sauce, right? Red sauce.
Right, yeah.
And it was out of this world. The Alabama sauce was excellent as well, but I preferred that red sauce. It was really good. Now, they did bring out a pork belly taco for me to try, and I love pork belly. I love pork belly.
Say it again.
I love pork belly. That pork belly taco, all those flavors, just, it was harmony. It was perfect. It was just,
they were married together nicely.
Yes, they were. Yes, they had a good marriage. Yes, they did. I think that was all I had.
That's all you had?
Yeah, so all in all, everything was fantastic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So piggybacking on what you just said, I did try the baked beans. The baked beans I thought were really, really good. I did try the potato salad. Now, I'm be honest, I was not a fan of the potato salad, but
it's a mustard base.
It's a mustard base. Yeah. I am more of a Miracle Whip or mayonnaise based potato salad. Too. And I think the warm part of it kind of threw me a little bit as well, because I have never in my
it was different
52 years of life have I ever had warm potato salad.
But you can get it cold.
But you can get it cold, correct.
Yes,
correct.
They serve it warm.
But it's still a mustard base, and it's not something that I prefer. The brisket, I did have a bite of the brisket. The brisket was everything and more of what she said. Yeah. Very tender, seasoned very well. That was definitely the money of the meal.
Yeah.
The taco, she did not let me try the taco.
No.
Now he brought out he brought out a piece of pork belly for me. Well, I don't know if it's for me or for us, but I took it. While we were waiting for the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese took a little bit longer because it wasn't done yet. So he brought out a piece of pork belly for me to try. And so I tried it and I shared it. I did share it. But as soon as he brought it out, she got all excited about it. And it's like, I'm not going to give you any of this. So he's like, well, I'll go make her a pork belly taco. But he brought out a pork belly taco for her. The pork belly was just like she said. It was seasoned really well. So it was so tender. It was just all that and more.
Yeah.
My sides, coleslaw. Coleslaw is kind of like a KFC consistency as far as the cut and shred on the cabbage. It is a creamy coleslaw. It had a really good flavor to it. The mac and cheese, I did try the mac and cheese. I can't give an honest opinion about the mac and cheese because when I tried it, it was really, really, really hot. Like it just come out of the oven, and it probably needed a little time to set up too. So, but we got here. They let us in a little bit early today, so we were actually there a little bit before they opened, and they let us come in and get our food. So the mac and cheese wasn't really ready yet. So, but I'm sure it's going to be good because it looked very cheesy, and macaroni was very soft. The bite that I did have, that after I regained my taste buds, it tasted like it was going to be good. So I'm going to just say that the cheese is really good. The main course, the ribs. They do a spare rib here, spare rib, and it's a lot when you order a full slab. It's a lot. You saw in the video, it was a lot of ribs.
It was like 2 slabs.
It looked like 2 slabs. It was a lot.
I'm sure it was 1, but it looked like.
They come out cut for you. They come out with sauce on them. You can, I'm sure, ask them for no sauce. I imagine you could. I don't know if they sauce them in the pit or not, but they were just all that. Now I have food for at least a couple days. I think
At least
a couple days because I know
dinner.
Yeah, those would be good back in the toaster oven or in the air fryer. Those would be good. The barbecue sauce, I don't do white sauces, so obviously I didn't do the Alabama sauce. The red sauce that went with those ribs so well. They do everything in-house. Sauces, all the sides, all made in-house. They actually come in on Thursday. They're only open 2 days a week.
2.
So what does that tell you? They're open 2 days a week. They're open Fridays and Saturday.
Gotta get here.
Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7. And then throughout the day, I do know they sell out of stuff. They post on their Facebook, we're out of brisket, we're out of ribs, whatever it is. They come in on Thursday to prep, I guess, all the sides, all the sauces on Thursday. And then they're here at 4:30 in the morning to come in, to come in and start cooking and start smoking that meat. Lots of dedication to do something like that. And it's good to only be 2 days. And what does that tell you? If it's only 2 days, it's got to be good if it's only 2 days. So we were there just when they opened, just before 11 o'clock when they opened. And by the time we left, they were starting to get busy. The parking lot was starting to get full. They were starting to get busy. What else we got to say? We got to say we talked to the owners. If I say that the owners are awesome, that's an understatement. The owners were so nice. They were so sweet, both husband and wife. Been here for, they said, 2 years.
Yep.
Doing this for about 2 years. Super, super, super people. Right?
Yes.
Now, would you come back here?
With that,
I'd come back here tomorrow if I didn't already know I was going to have leftovers.
Yes.
I would come back tomorrow. This place is that good, and it was a nice drive out here.
It was
pretty much country driving out here.
Middle of nowhere.
Just a couple houses around here, but it's like just off to the side.
Yeah.
Just a really, really, really nice experience. So it's nice to know that all those reviews and everything we saw on Facebook was true.
Very true.
One thing I do want to mention, the parking lot. Now, they do have handicap parking spaces. I think they have 2. I believe 2 handicap parking spaces. The parking lot is a gravel parking lot. So if that is something that is a hindrance for you due to disability reasons, just be aware of that. The parking lot is a gravel parking lot. So, but aside from that, what else?
They have a nice outside area.
They do.
For eating, very nice.
They do have a very nice outside.
Big, huge screen TV.
If you wanted to watch TV and eat outside, they do have an outdoor area. Still a little warm for me to be eating outside, but if that's something...
About a month, it'll be perfect.
Yeah, if that's something you like to do, they do have an outdoor area. What else?
I think that's it.
Is that it? So if you take a look at the receipts, yes. So if you take a look at the receipts, they thought I was done with the order when I ordered the one. So we have separate receipts. But if you look at her meal, hers was just under 20, right? Hers just under 20. Mine was just under 42, I believe. Mine was 41 and change, I believe was the total. And that was for the slab rib plate, which came with 2 sides. But they gave us the mashed potatoes too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the mash.
Yeah.
So,
they brought the mashed potatoes out because the mac and cheese wasn't ready. So they brought me out an order of the loaded mashed potatoes. So
yes. He didn't care for them because sour cream.
I don't eat sour cream.
So I tasted them, and they have mashed potatoes. They have like a nacho cheese on them instead of shredded cheese, sour cream, and barbecue sauce. Scallions,
yes.
And it gives it a totally different flavor with that nacho cheese, the barbecue sauce. They're very good. I would order them as a side next time. They were very good.
I tried a little bit of the corner just so I could taste them. What they tasted really good. The mashed potato part of it tasted really good. I couldn't get into the whole mixture of everything because I don't do sour cream, so I couldn't do that. But she really enjoyed those as well. So also, if you haven't seen, they do Coca-Cola products. They do have a website. I'll put that in the description box, so you can check out what they have. And then also take a look at the menu at the end of this video. I'll post the menu too. What else you got to say?
I think that's it.
Did we cover everything?
Discount.
Discount, yes, correct. They do a military discount. So if that is something that applies to you, make sure you let them know, and they'll take care of you on a military discount. What else? I think we covered everything, right?
Yes.
They did say, I think they said Labor Day, they were going to start being open on Thursday.
Oh, meet and three.
They were going to do like a meet and three kind of a deal. I didn't get too much into information about that, but they're going to be like, I guess you'd like to pick a meat and then 3 sides and for like a special price, I'm assuming. That's what that would be. So that's going to be after Labor Day. So definitely check out the website, and you can probably check them out on Facebook as well. So as I said, I'll post all that in the description box. What else you got?
That's it.
It was a great,
I promise,
great experience.
Yes.
I liked being excited about barbecue and going to a location and not being disappointed. And here we were not disappointed.
Especially when it's a mom and pop owned.
Exactly.
Restaurant.
It's just a husband and wife.
You want to be able to support local.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Somebody's dream. Absolutely.
I would come here and pay a little bit more for the food than I would go to a Texas Roadhouse or a Smoky Bones and pay the price for that. I would rather support the small businesses. And these people are so nice. They are so sweet. I'm so glad I got to meet both of them. They're just super, super people. So if you're in the area in Bremen, Alabama, or like you said, if you got to, like I said, if you got to drive a little ways to get here, it's a beautiful drive.
Easy.
Doesn't take long to get here. It's a simple drive to get here. So check it out. Come out and do some ribs. I think you'll be very, very happy. Or the brisket. Or the pork belly. I could go on. Or anything. It was all good. It was all good. All right. Let me know if you've been to E.G.'s Barbecue here in Bremen, Alabama. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what your experience was. Also, if you liked the video, if you can give me a thumbs up, I appreciate that. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. I publish new content all the time, and I would love to bring you guys along for the ride. What else you got?
That's it.
All right, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.